Hello. Yeah, because we didn't do our proper locals, I decided to do some decklist videos, and I just realised that some of them were corrupted, so I'm redoing them. So this one we're doing the BT22 update version of Dinos. So starting off with our eggs, we're running 2 copies of the EX8 core ones just to help delete floodgates, because when attacking, while this Digimon has Tyrannomon in its name or dinosaur trait, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less, which is most floodgates, DP thresholds, or echoes. And then we're running 3 copies of the BT14 core ones just to get the additional draw whenever security is checked. So for anybody that it's just for the fact that I came up with most of them, or a few people like this. They swing a security and then they do the draw the second the security is flipped over. Even if it's a tamer or option card effect, you have to allow your opponent to trigger their security effects first. So if that's hitting like Noble Family Arts and it has enough DP to get rid of the line that's swinging, you don't get the draw. Yeah, but if you hit something that is like a security Digimon that plays itself out, the security gets checked, then the draw, then plays itself out. Just because the security effect says at the end of end the battle, it plays itself out. Then we're running 4 Searcher Agumons, reveal top 3 cards, add 1 with Tyrannomon, reptile or dinosaur trait, and add 1 Ryotaro Williams, which is fantastic because it is the main tamer for the deck. Then inheritable plus 2000 on your turn, nice wee extra beefiness. Then I'm only running 2 copies of the Agumon, well, same set, different colour. On play, suspend 1 Digimon, and retaliation as inheritable, because this is a great scramble security effect. You like security, play out this from trash, then add to scramble the hand to suspend another Digimon so you don't swing for game and stuff like that. But the inheritable retaliation, that's what we're looking for. And then we did say this is going to have BT22 stuff in it, so a new Dino-based Agumon X antibody. I love it. You may return 1 Digimon card with Tyrannomon or dinosaur trait from your trash and add it to hand. Yeah. Just yeah. I was thinking, I run 2 floodgates here, but if I didn't want to run the floodgates, to be fair, I could run, was it BT20 Agumon for the Medusa line? You play it out, and you get the Agumon X antibody back, then Digiball on top of it, and add something else back. That was a thought process, but it doesn't work for the whole line. That's why I decided to stick with the 1 of each floodgate, because same again, you can play these out with scrambles and stuff like that. So yeah. Gotsumon can't play Digimon by effects and can't reduce Digivision cost. These would probably get swapped. Well, at least the Gotsumon will probably get swapped with, say, Palmimon. But the reason why they're still red is the fact that this still allows you to Digiball in the back if you don't see all those rookies. That helps all the Augies. Then we're running 4 level 4s, 3 security Tyrannomons, so same again. This says at the end of battle, so the draw 1 will trigger. Then play this out, and then when Digiball, when you start a main phase, this Digimon gets plus 3000 DP until the end of the opponent's turn. Then you Digivolve, you get the plus 2k. So essentially, if you're going into like your level 5s or the X antibodies, this is going to be sitting with +5. It's great. Then we are still running Old Faithful BT11 Dinomon, just because it allows us to play a tamer with a play cost 3 or less from our hand, which allows us to play Reataru for free, and then triggering this with Scramble to make it a normal Digivolution cost, so we don't even have to worry about the 3 cost, or with the training making it a 1 cost Digivolution. Go in the Dinomon, spit out the Reataru, go in the X Antibody, swing, Digivolve up, and then while the Inheritable, while you have a tamer in play, the line gets +2000 on your turn. Absolutely fantabulous. As far as the X Antibodies, we're still running 2 of the promo Tyranno X's, just because if the board's getting big and wide and it's starting to get annoying, I like the option of Raid and Piercing and then Digivolving during the attack, so I still run these 2. But we do also run, because it is BT22 update, we're running 2 copies of the X Antibody. Now, the reason why I'm running this without the Dark Tyrannomon is that it can still Digivolve with a level 4 Tyrannomon in name without X Antibody. Without the X Antibody trait. So this can still Digivolve on top of this. This can still Digivolve on top of this. And it's okay. We do run X Antibodies in the deck if we want to get the full cost, but I don't mind missing out on the Wind Digivolving. If Dark Tyrannomon or the X Antibody in this Digivolution card, you get to delete one of your opponent's level 4 lower Digimon. But it still has the same when attacking. This Digimon may Digivolve into a dinosaur with Tyrannomon in its name or a dinosaur trait from hand. It doesn't reduce the cost, which is fine. The one thing I didn't actually add in to this, which is the Agumon X Antibody Inheritable, they're both the same. All turns once per turn when this Digimon deletes opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, it gains a memory. Well, it doesn't even need to survive, it just gains a memory. So yeah. So you swing, go in the Metal or Master, then go in the Tyranno X Antibody, and then Reataru go into swing, go in the Metal, de-Digivolve, we'll go through it, then tap the Reataru, go in the X Antibody, or go into Dino or Rusty Boy. Well, I did say we are running the Metal Tyrannomon. Thing is, this is where I've kind of been having fun mucking about with this. I don't mind putting this as 2 Metal, 2 Masters from EX8, because the Metal Tyrannomon just looks for a level 5 with Tyrannomon in the name, so you can even run the promo Metal, the Mami Tyrannomon, and still Digivolve for the cost of 1 on top of it. But yeah, I'll play with Digivolving. You may suspend one Digimon, and if this Digimon is suspended, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon until the end of the opponent's turn. The effects, their effects can't return this Digimon to hand or deck with effects, or effective with de-Digivolving effects. And then, just like every Tyrannomon that has been printed out mostly, especially the Metal one, trash top opponent's security whenever it deletes a Digimon in battle. Then we'll quickly move over to the new BT22 X Antibody ones. It has collision, so you can swing all the way up into the security, trigger the collision, gain a memory, or pierce, gain a memory, DP buffs, and do the cheeky checks. This Digimon gets +4000 for the until the end of the opponent's turn. Then if Metal Tyrannomon or X Antibodies in this Digivolution card, one of your opponent's Digimon can't Digivolve until the end of their turn. So you can literally de-Digivolve, then swing, Trigger the collision, target one of their Digimon, the one that you just de-digivolved and everything else. They can't digivolve into again, so that counteracts any ace mechanic in plays. So during the swing, they can't even ace. So they lose their level 5s or level 6s, depending on what way they're trying to ace into. Then main boss monster, I'm actually thinking about restricting this down to 3 now. Because with the promo Rust Tyrannomon and the way the Metal Tyrannomon X and everything wants to play, this becomes super stupid. On play when digivolving, I still love the security, just the basic security attack +1 and fortitude. Amazing. On play when digivolving, you may suspend one Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the lowest DP, and then opponent's turn. Nah, you can't touch my security, you have to get over this first. So if this is suspended, you must swing into Dino, and you just can't do anything else. But this is why we're thinking about bringing it down to 3, the run Rusty Boy at 3, just for the fact collision, piercing, and blocker. You de-digivolve 4. When this Digimon deletes opponent's Digimon in battle, unsuspend. So you can gain the memory, you can pierce, unsuspend, do the checks, trash, and then you can even like unsuspend, and if the memory does pass, you can trigger the end of the opponent's turn with the Metal Tyrannomon. You can do this with the Dinomon on top as well. You may choose one of your opponent's Digimon. Your opponent's Digimon attacks with the chosen Digimon. So, say they've got floodgates and they didn't want to swing or block or anything with it. You force them to block in, swing into it, and either you're going to block with the Rusty Boy or you're going to force it to attack this thing, which is going to gain you your memory and it's going to gain you your trashing and everything else. And for give this deal suspend again. It's great. It's absolutely great. And for level 7s, we're just running to Gabi. Well, Aggie, Bond the Bravery. Because if our security gets less than 2, or 2 or less, this can just digivolve on top of Agumon for 3. The only one it doesn't digivolve into is the floodgates and the X antibodies, because it's specifically asking for Agumon, not Agumon in name. And then getting the on play when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP total worth or less than. And then when attacking, if you have a tamer, trash top of the opponent's security stack. So no matter what, you're going for aggression, you're going for control, you're going for annoyances to your opponent, which is great. Then on our option cards, we're running a red egg base, but we're running a green base. Yeah, I had to use each one because why not? We're running green base option card. So scrambles, as we know, you play for 2, you reduce your Digivolution cost by 3, and then start of your turn, if your opponent has a Digimon, you can add a green Digimon added to the top of the deck. Then, if you don't have a Digimon, you get to play out your rookies, because all of our rookies have less than 3,000 DP. So happy days. Then we're running 2 agility trainings. We went for the agility trainings and the red scrambles more for the fact that our base now is either green black, green red, green purple. So everything apart from like Agumon is red base. So we want to see our level 5s, our Metal Tyrannomons and X antibodies, and get them sorted. So you reveal top 2, add a green card, return the rest of the bottom of the deck, and then delay effect, we just Digivolution cost by 2 whenever you digivolve one of your Digimon into a green Digimon. Then we're running 2 Garnet, just for the fact that it does search our Aggie Bonds and our Metal Tyrannomons and, you know, red black. But I don't know yet. I don't know yet about this. I will probably swap this out for another scramble, another training, or just 2 basic green memory boosts, just to get digging deeper. Or even, yeah. Then our last option cards are just 2 copies of X Antibody, the original ones from BT9, just because we can tuck in, and this is where the funny combo play comes in. Say we've Digivolve, I don't know, a random Agumon with an Agumon X. Then we go into DP buff Tyrannomon and either X antibodies. Say, you know, we want to do the board control. We can tuck the X antibody in first, then Digiball for 0 into the Dark Tyrannomon, get its Wind Digiball in effect, swing a security, trigger the Wind attacking, go into Metal for full cost, or if we use this one, it'd be for 1 less. Trigger the X antibody, go in the X antibody, draw for Digivolution, trigger Riataru, then go into either Rusty Boy or Rusty or Dino. So in 1 turn, you've raised, you've done this or this. So you swing, say you go this way. Well, let's stick with the way that we already have it. So for 3, for 4, reduced by 1, 5, 6 memory, 7 memory at the most. You're swinging, you're deleting the board, you're hitting heavy DP buffs. You delete something, preferably with collision. Gain a memory. So 5 memory, and you went from your main champion all the way up. Or if you do it this way, then it's literally reduced by 1. So for the cost of 2, cost of 3, cost of 3. So 3, 6, 7 again. Gaining 2, so 5. Then yeah, all the way up, and doing it that way. Bob's your uncle. But yeah, that's the funny combo. Then on the Artemers, funny enough, we'll talk about Riataru. We run 3 copies of them. Start of your main phase. If your opponent has Digimon, get a memory. When one of your Digimon attacks, suspend, Digiball reduced by Digivolution cost by 1, all the way up. And then our last tamer is Memory Setter, BT1 Tai Kamiya. All your red Digimon with 4 or more sources gain security attack +1. So Dinomon, piercing, whatever, 3 checks, doing big bully stuff. But yeah, that's the Dinomon deck. That's the funny combo little play that we have for the deck. I'll have the deck list up for it as well. But BT22 Dino deck. If we're able to, we'll show a pure Jurassic Park Rust Tyrannomon build to go with it as a green based Dino deck. I will have a video going up before BT22 with the Dino deck, and then I'll do one afterwards. But while I explain this, the deck list should be up for this, so I hope you like and enjoy. I'm happy enough for any feedback of any things that you might be able to find the deck more consistent with, because options are very heavy in the deck. The line seems very, very tight, but I want to try and get a wee bit more, Consistency. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I'll catch you all in the next video.